Hey there guys, Gamer Jamie Triple One here, and I'm not here with a reaction as I usually am. I'm here with a bit of a statement. Now, I hardly ever get political on this page, but I have witnessed a lot of unease within my recommended page, my shorts algorithm, and some comments on my videos that I've deleted due to my sign here. And I would just like to make it clear that I am fully on the side of Palestine and Gaza and Rafah and those other areas most affected by the genocidal actions made by Netanyahu. I want to know that any Zionism, any Islamophobia, and any propaganda from the IDF, IOF, or Israeli sources in general will not be tolerated on this page and will be deleted. Any comments in support of Israel at this point will be deleted. Because if you in almost May of 2024 support Israel, then you are actively supporting the genocide and ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people. I I have seen on Twitter some of the most deplorable things that anybody could ever be shown. I've seen murdered children. I've seen starved children to the point where you can see their bones through their skin. I've seen a Palestinian man turn to mincemeat with his hands tied behind his back by Israeli soldiers because a tank rolled over his body. Likely still alive to begin with. I've seen men and boys reduced to underpants in the middle of the street, loaded onto trucks to go God knows where to have God knows what done. I've seen the list of more than 500 children who have been killed and their legal death age was listed as 0. They were 0 years old. I even saw one girl with her legs removed by bullets, slowly losing her life, whilst Israeli soldiers drank beer right next to her. Even photos of Israeli soldiers showing off Palestinian women's negligee after they shot her and her child and then posed in the crib with the recently deceased child's toys. I have seen the murders of these people on videos with my own eyes, and I've seen Israelis laugh at the idea of Palestine being free from this genocidal ethnic cleansing war. I stand with Palestine, but I also stand with those Israelis who are trying to fight back against Netanyahu, who see what his actions are doing. And the propaganda machine is hard to keep up when this is called the live stream war, because there are more pictures and videos from this war than has ever been in history. This is no longer defense from Israel. It's clearly a genocide, and it's clearly the ethnic cleansing of all Palestinians because they won't bow to Netanyahu, and he hates when someone doesn't follow his orders because he is a dictator. But we can all leave off the tater. He's fighting a losing battle, and he is using funds from America, UK, Canada, and more places to further his ethnic cleansing. I stand with Yale University, Columbia University, and everyone who fights for the freedom of Palestine. Because the images I have seen, I never want them to be seen by anyone ever again. The screams I have heard from parents finding their child's dead bodies. The mothers who are becoming doctors to help out, seeing their family be brought in as victims. The screams of a mother who knows their child is gone is a gut-wrenching, deeply spiritual scream. And I've heard that same anguish so many times that I need to start standing up and being more vocal about my support for Palestine. Because from the river to the sea, Palestine will be set free. It may not be very soon, but Palestine will be free. And those of us who can share their voice should. I'm lucky that I live in the UK. As horrible as it is right now. And that's simply because I'm not losing family. I have a lot of family to lose. But right now, there is entire bloodlines wiped out in Palestine. There are thousands of bloodlines completely wiped off the face of the planet. And anybody who can use their voice to try and end this should. Everyone. So that's why we need to call for an immediate ceasefire from everyone in our governments. Wherever you are from, get in touch with your governments and tell them that you want a ceasefire. You want your country, your government, everyone to call for a ceasefire. Because if we don't, there's a chance that millions of bloodlines could be wiped off the face of the earth. Because what they are currently doing is they are moving Palestinians from one part to another, saying, oh, if you move from, say, Gaza to Rafah, if you move from Gaza to Rafah, we won't attack you. We're going to attack Gaza and the Hamas that is there. But once they move to Rafah, they start bombing Rafah. Because it's all about trying to do it as quickly as possible. And if you get everybody in the same place, it's a lot easier to do. Which is a horrible thought. But it's unfortunately the reality of a lot of people. Including people trying to get food and water and medicine into Palestine and specifically Gaza and Rafah. They're being attacked. Israeli forces are waiting on nearby rooftops for trucks to come through And once Palestinians swarm the trucks because they need food, Israelis are opening fire on them, hoping to take out a good few, using Palestinians' most basic needs as a way to lure them out so that they can attack and ambush them. I've seen way too many videos of this. And it needs to end. And as little as my voice is, as little as my voice will ever be, at least it's an extra voice. And that's what we need right now. Because who knows, one voice could be the difference. Just one more voice could be the difference between one more voice could be the difference between the war and the genocide continuing and there being a ceasefire. It could be one solitary voice. And I hope that as little as my voice is, it gets heard by someone, and I hope it's the right someone. I'm gonna have to end this video here, because if I don't, I'm gonna start crying really badly. But I do want to say what is happening is not human. Those Israeli soldiers who are slaughtering the Palestinian people, women, children, innocent men, they're animals. They're not people. Nobody who could do that on that level of brutality is human. And I just want to end this video with one last declaration of, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be set free. Free Palestine. Bye.